Hey guys, so the Chinese have surprised everyone with its huge construction projects for a long time. And this time, we're going to talk about a new highway that is a real superstructure. The Chinese built this superhighway that's 240 kilometers or 149 miles long called Yasi. Now the road snakes between tall mountains and sharp cliffs, and on average, for every 1 kilometer, 0.06 miles, it rises by 7.5 meters, 25 feet above sea level. So, this road is also called a high-speed stairway to heaven and the Sky Road. Now, roads in China are treated as an important tool to secure sovereignty. So much attention is spent on it that they build up to 30,000 kilometers or 18,641 miles of multi-lane highway a year. And their technique of laying a cement tile base covered by asphalt has been used for 30 to 40 years. Additionally, the construction technology has reached a level where the Chinese were able to build a high-speed highway through the mountains. The Serpentine's Yasi Highway rises above the clouds, and there are several sections where drivers drive above high chasms. The road is 240 kilometers long, 149 miles. Is officially named Yasi and cost more than $4 billion. Now, the construction lasted 5 years, and a fairly significant portion of the time was spent just on the planning stage, because they needed to calculate the road load going through active earthquake zones. It also became a tourist attraction because it runs through a picturesque part of the Sichuan province. Millions of years ago, there were complex geological processes in this area that caused massive changes. Over time, the current one-of-a-kind nature in Sichuan formed. The region is extraordinarily mountainous and is an active earthquake zone, so the Sky Road's designers needed to be innovative. The engineers solved this problem by using tunnels and viaducts to cover half the length. The Sky Road's main engineer, Pen Li, said, "The construction of modern roads is a very difficult task from the technological point of view, because we should keep pace with the development of the automotive industry. Additionally, designing road coverings and planning has many factors. These include modern luxury cars whose drivers have high expectations. So roads should be designed in a way that corresponds to the smoothness and comfort that these luxury cars expect. To do this, we used an enormous amount of innovations and materials that led us, for example, to make the longest downhill part of a road at 51 kilometers long, 32 miles, at a 5% incline, and the world's first tunnel with a double spiral." One of the largest problems in building the Sky Road was its location in a geologically unstable area damaged by earthquakes. The road goes through 12 different seismic zones with many fault lines. That influenced the construction and forced them to construct it very sturdy to survive the potential natural disasters. Now, there were a lot of landslides during construction, which made it even more difficult. And the highway is one of the most magnificent and unusual designs in the world, with 270 viaducts and 25 tunnels. The total length of the tunnels is about 41 kilometers, or 25 miles. The double spiral tunnels, Ganhazi and Tizazi, are the world's first tunnels like this with small radii. The Nibishan Tunnel is one of the deepest tunnels in China at a depth of 1,650 meters, or 5,413 feet, and a length of 9,962 meters on the left and 10,007 meters on the right, 32,683 feet and 32,831 feet, respectively. This tunnel shortened the trip that lasted several hours around the mountain and through the valleys to just 10 minutes. The tunnels and viaducts hanging over the gaps are like weightless lanes. It's no surprise that Yasi is one of China's newest tourist attractions. Drivers have to drive over 270 viaducts and through 25 tunnels to get to the main attraction, the Labajan Truss Bridge. It's the new highway's pearl and has one of the tallest supports in the world at 182.5 meters tall, 599 feet. Unlike other supports in China, the tallest supports for the Labajan Bridge were made out of 4 steel angular columns that were made out of cement and joined by cement tiles, making a hollow box-like structure. Such construction technique was used for the first time here and is a unique development. Naturally, China did not build this highway primarily for its beauty. The Sky Road shortened the time between Chengdu and the comparatively poorly developed prefecture Lishan by half. This allows for a significant increase in the whole region's economic potential. This region is famous for its tea production as well as ceramics and flowers and silk and spicy food and wild pandas. The hard-to-reach mountain regions in Sichuan province have long been a citadel of extreme poverty. But recently the local authorities announced the removal of the poverty marker from all its regions. According to their announcement, 7 of the regions in the autonomous Lishan prefecture were the last group in the province that were in the national poverty list. Now, they've removed that burden. It's well worth noting that Lishan is the dome of China's largest community. About 2.8 million people out of 5.3 million are ethnic minorities, and since the locale is distinct in its harsh environment, the prefecture has long since fought with removing the poverty there. Officially, there were still over 880,000 poor people in Lishan in 2013. Now, over the last 7 years, the region has had a massive campaign to develop the local agriculture. Over 10,000 kilometers, 6,213 miles of road has been built. About 350,000 residents moved to government-financed homes in new places. The new highway will play a large role in the development of the region. The Chinese know that high-quality roads are expensive, but cheap roads cost even more. Additionally, they are able to count money. The construction of modern high-speed highways takes time-tested experience and the best technology taken from German autobahns and American highways that don't require repairs for 35 to 40 years. And already, somewhere in China, they are able to study, use, copy, and implement worldwide technology by implementing it in their own Chinese style. The shortening of the time for passengers and trucks by 1% lets them increase their GDP growth by 0.25%. Is it a lot or little when current stagnating world economies are fighting for fractions of percents? This forces many other countries to quickly pay attention to the necessity of developing similar high-quality, high-speed road infrastructure and high-speed transport methods. Today, the Yazi High-Speed Highway is considered to be in a mountainous district with a horrible environment and have extremely complex engineering and the highest technological contents in the world. Well, that's all for today. Be sure to like the video if you'd ever drive on a highway like this, and leave us a comment too, and we'll see you again soon.